Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with Pacific Nut Producer Magazine, reporting to you here today with UC Farm Advisor Brent Holtz. As a reminder to our almond growers, back from the Tree and Vine Expo, he gave a fantastic address on almond scab and how to deal with that in the orchard and prevent it. And here's Brent to give some tips and advice on dealing with almond scab in the orchard.
I think growers do a very good job every year in their almond bloom disease control, specifically with brown rot. But I don't think growers do as well a job managing their scab. And brown rot is typically, could be up to 3 sprays if it's wet, pink bud, full bloom, and petal fall. But our research has shown that the full bloom spray is really the most important spray for brown rot. And I think that a lot of years growers waste their fungicide sprays on putting on too many sprays for brown rot and basically not enough sprays for scab or rust or some of these late summer bloom diseases. And for instance, so today I discussed that the nonpareil variety, which is our main variety, is very resistant to brown rot. And so I don't think growers need to spray their nonpareils with early pink bud sprays, for instance. And so I tried to emphasize today that growers should probably spray their nonpareil at full bloom, and then they would catch their pollinators, which are a little more susceptible. And then typically growers haven't sprayed as well for scab and rust, which are 2 and 5 weeks after petal fall sprays. So I tried to emphasize growers to not spray as much for brown rot control, but to spray more for scab and rust control, typically the 2 and 5 weeks after petal fall sprays. I also talked a little bit about resistance developing to fungicides used, and I pointed out that we have a book, Efficacy and Timing of Fungicides, that we put out every year at the UC IPM site, that Jim Addiscavage, the professor at Davis, puts out. But that book will show the different class of fungicides, and we assign them a number. And it's important not to rotate your class chemistries and not to spray the same class chemistry every time. So I also emphasized steps that growers could do today to reduce resistance buildup in their disease populations.
Gain more tips and advice on almond orchard tasks by reading Brent's monthly column in Pacific Nut Producer Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, PacificNutProducer.com.